I'm Brett Garamella with brettgaramella.com, and we're going to compare the DJI Mavic 2 Pro with the Skydio 2 in the video coming up. First off, while I'm comparing the Skydio 2 with the Mavic 2 Pro, the Skydio 2 probably more resembles the specs and features of the Mavic Air and the Mavic Zoom. Nevertheless, being the two flagship portable drones for both of these companies, DJI and Skydio, we will proceed with this video, so give me your full attention. So the Skydio 2 is a successor to the autonomously flying Skydio R1, which was introduced in early 2018 and could basically follow a person in situations other drones couldn't, such as a park with a lot of trees close together. But quite frankly, it was really a drone that was too big and could only do one thing well: follow you without anyone controlling it. Now, spoiler alert, I'm gonna give you my conclusion right now so you get a quick overview of these two drones. But this video is not very long and packed with a lot of valuable info, so I recommend you stick around to the end. The Mavic 2 Pro is gonna give you better resolution for videos and photos due to its bigger camera sensor and high megapixel count. The Mavic 2 Pro will also be better for those who are shooting normally or want to make high-end films. In general, the Mavic 2 Pro is better suited for more experienced drone pilots than the Skydio 2. The Skydio 2 is better than the Mavic 2 Pro for vloggers and those who want to film themselves, especially with its new magic wand, which I'll talk about later in this video. Also, if you are terrified of crashing your drone, the Skydio 2 will guarantee you a pleasant experience. In addition, it will be better for drone pilots who don't want to learn all the cinematic moves and techniques for filming like I teach on this channel, and the Skydio 2 is cheaper. However, the Mavic 2 Pro is a little more portable. Alrighty, now that I've finished my conclusion, if you want to go watch some cat videos, you can go do that. But for those who really want to see how these two drones compare side to side, we're going to continue on with the video. The DJI Mavic 2 Pro has two obvious advantages. It can fold up, the Skydio can't, and the Mavic 2 Pro has landing gear, which the Skydio does not. This will mean when you land the Skydio 2, you will need a landing pad to protect the Skydio's battery, which magnetically attaches to the bottom of the drone, and you also gotta watch out for the gimbal camera and propellers. Or if you're feeling bold, you could catch it with your hand, like I do all the time with my Mavic 2 Pro, but I don't recommend it for beginning drone pilots. Now let's take a closer look at the specs side by side. When shooting 4K video, the specs are really very similar, and the DJI Mavic 2 Pro is gonna have better resolution at 24 frames per second or 30 frames per second because of its 1-inch camera sensor versus the 1/2.3-inch camera sensor on the Skydio 2. With that said, at 60 frames per second, the Skydio 2 can shoot 4K, whereas the Mavic 2 Pro can only shoot 2.7K. However, because the Skydio has a smaller camera sensor, I believe this will only give it a slight advantage over the Mavic 2 Pro for this 60 frames per second slow motion footage. By the way, the Skydio 2 shoots 8-bit video, but the company told me that in the future, they're hoping to upgrade it with a firmware update to 10-bit video. When exactly, they weren't sure. On paper, the Skydio 2's advantages are hard to notice next to the Mavic 2 Pro. However, I did more research and visited the Skydio website, where I discovered that Skydio hired a company from Finland called Namicam to make a report comparing the Skydio 2 with the Mavic 2 Pro and Zoom along with the Mavic Air. Now take this test with a grain of salt. It shows the Mavic 2 Pro has the best resolution, but only slightly better than the Skydio 2. The Skydio 2 has better color and dynamic range than the DJI drones, which really surprised me. The Skydio 2 also has less noise in its photos, which is very surprising considering the size of its sensor. Again, I can't 100% support this test, but I have provided a link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. I can say where the Skydio 2 really outperforms the Mavic 2 is with its autonomous flight features and its versatile gimbal. Let's start with the Skydio's gimbal. It can tilt down 110 degrees and tilt up 45 degrees. The Mavic 2 can only go down 90 degrees and up 30 degrees. The Skydio 2 won't be able to look straight up like the Parrot Anafi, but when the drone is flying fast and tilted at an angle, the extra range of motion will come in handy. Now the next feature is one that everyone is excited about: obstacle avoidance and autonomous flying. The Skydio has unrivaled obstacle avoidance and autonomous flight, or flight with no pilot controlling the drone. It's by far the best in the world at this. In addition to its main camera, Skydio 2 has 6 200-degree cameras. That's right, 6. 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom that allow it to fly with no pilot for up to 23 minutes. As seen on its website, Skydio 2 has 45 megapixels of obstacle avoidance, where the DJI Mavic 2 and Mavic Air aren't even close. These are estimations for DJI, but you get the picture. With that artificial intelligence technology, Skydio 2 can follow you through and around the most difficult situations. And that's not all. I know this sounds like a commercial, but I'm really pumped up for this next feature. The Skydio 2 comes with what it calls a Skydio Beacon, but let's refer to it as the magic wand. And it certainly is magical and definitely worth the $149. Now, it allows you to control the drone while on a bike or moving, and also allows the drone to autonomously follow you for up to 1.5 kilometers away. And get this, if you crash your Skydio 2 drone while flying within their guidelines for normal flying, they will repair or replace your drone at no cost to you for the first year. Another truly innovative and exciting accessory is a Skydio 2 dock, or charging base station for the Skydio 2. The dock is basically a launching pad that recharges the battery in about 1 hour. It doesn't swap the battery for a new one. This dock will allow first responders and those who have work sites to have a drone in the air while they are working. The dock can plug into a normal AC outlet or into 12-volt DC power if you wanted to mount it to an SUV or truck. It is worth noting that Skydio is partnering with Drone Deploy for mapping work and use with this dock. The price for the Skydio 2 dock will be disclosed in the near future. Now I'm going to talk about a few more things about the Skydio 2 that aren't quite obvious. It has 2 micro SD card slots, which no other drone I know has. The Skydio 2 controller is the same price as the Magic Wand at $149 and sold separately. Though I highly recommend it, as you get up to 3.5 kilometers range and much better control using the remote controller. The Skydio 2 controller looks exactly like the Parrot Anafi controller because they have a partnership. However, they are not cross-compatible. So you can only use the Skydio controller with the Skydio drone, and you can only use the Anafi controller with the Parrot Anafi drone. Lastly, let's talk about price. Because Skydio is an American company, it won't be affected by the tariffs that caused DJI to raise its price of the Mavic 2 Pro to $1,729. Compare that with the $1,297 for the Skydio 2 with the controller and Magic Wand. It's easy to see why people want this drone. Skydio has only released a limited amount of its Skydio 2 drones. So if you place an order right now in October 2019, you won't get your drone until next year in the second quarter, which is about March or April 2020. This gives DJI time to possibly release the Mavic 3 and undermine Skydio's plans for the Skydio 2. However, that's for the next video. So if you want to see that next video, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you get all my videos when I release them. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend or someone who you think might like it. And I'd like to hear what you guys think. What do you think about the new Skydio and all their features, about when it's coming out, and how do you think compares to the DJI Mavic 2 Pro and some of the other drones? Leave that comment below. I'm Breck Aramella with BreckAramella.com, and I'll see you in the next video.